my whole focal point was finishing, the mission. All right, we got a game tomorrow. Let's go out there and play for him. It was either we was gonna be 26th in the country when we ended this season of 25th, and 25th was the last bid. Next thing you know, the bid come out, and I was like, told y'all, let's go lace up our shoes, let's go practice, bro. We got one more game. I'll be there, and I'm most definitely bringing that belt back to San Diego. First stop was Paris Junior College.
Texas, right? That's Paris, Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure I got that right. Yes.
The Eiffel Tower with the Cowboy hat on it.
It's not like Paris, France.
Not at all. Not at all.
So you started there.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot recorded from your time at Paris, Texas.
Yeah, that was a rough start for me, honestly. I didn't really play that much, but everybody seen my potential when I did play. It most definitely burst out on the scene, and I mean that year, I believe we had like 20 players in total, and 19 got released. Yeah.
So let's break that down. So there's one player that started the season with. Wait, so you had 20 players in total, 19 got released.
So it was like sometimes the coach would get into it with a player, and then the player get released, and then now it's a new player the next day, and like it was quick. Did
you get released at one point?
I got released at the end of the year.
So you made it for most of the year. 'Cause I was going to say, like, there was only one man standing. There was one last man standing.
One person, and he, like, some people left, some people just like, nah, like, and then he was just like, nah, y'all got to go. And we was just like, and then after that, just get into Paris, I was actually, get into Kansas, I was actually working a job at this place called Brewings. It's like a chicken tender place. Then I get a call from my AAU coach, and he was like, you still want to play basketball? I was like, of course. And he was like, all right, it's an opportunity that's finna happen. Just listen out for your phone. And then I got a call from Coach Jay Bradley, and then he said, yeah, I'm getting a head coaching job at Kansas, Northwest Kansas Tech, and I'll be happy to have you. And I was really brushing him off for a little second because I was just like, I don't know. But, like, he stayed up till I got off of work to call so we can, like, have a conversation. And he showed, like, that he actually wanted me.
What do you think the hardest moment of your whole journey was in college basketball? Because, I mean, you have those 2 JUCO years. We'll talk about later in the journey later. But what do you think the toughest moment of the whole journey was?
I feel like it's every year – when I was on the rise, I took a major loss in my life with my family and stuff like that. Like junior college, my sophomore year before the season started was my grandmother. My senior year at Benedict, it was like my friend, he's like my little brother, his name was Deuce. Today's actually the anniversary day of him passing. And then just that really, I'm gonna say my senior year. My senior year was the hardest year. I lost a lot of people within the span of 9 months.
But looking back, because it is the anniversary of that death, that would have been right in the middle of the season too,
right
obviously.
Before our game against Clark Atlanta. So we just finished practice, and then we got the news as we untying our shoes.
Oh, was he on the team?
Mm-hmm. He was Benedict, we had like a regular team, and then we had like our junior varsity team, and he was a part of the junior varsity team. But he'll practice with us. It was just regular. It's just like having a little brother.
What was it like that day? Because I have to imagine just the locker room. That would be just devastating.
It was hard, but I feel like for me, my whole focal point was finishing, the mission. Like, just, all right, we got a game tomorrow. Let's go out there and play for him. And then just trying to just help everybody else out with their grieving. The younger people, we would travel with the women's team too. So some of the women's teams was real close with him. And then the teammates, and me being one of the older people, I was just like, all right, I got to make sure everybody is good. And I got to make sure we focus to finish our mission. Because at that point, we were undefeated too in the first half of the season. Like that was our first loss that season.
That game right after he passed,
Mm-hmm.
which really demonstrates that that's how much grief could affect a roster, because that's just something that it's impossible to fully process in one day.
Yeah, it takes time to most definitely process that.
Do you think when you look back on that season, how'd that season end?
It ended the way that it didn't end the way that we wanted it to end, but I feel like God most definitely gave us that upper hand, because it was either we was gonna be 26th in the country when we ended this season of 25th, and 25th was the last bid, and we got that last bid to go in. Like, we lost, we was on the way home, and I remember my teammates, I was like, man, I think we done, bro. And I was like, y'all better keep stretching. And like, we got practice tomorrow. He was like, man, I don't know. I was like, bro, we got practice tomorrow. Next thing you know, the bid come out, and I was like, told y'all, let's go lace up our shoes, let's go practice, bro. We got one more game. Man. We had to go against Nova Southeastern, which was the number 1 team in the country for the last couple of years.
Yeah, they run an offensive scheme that's unlike anything else in the country.
5 out, quick. Every 5 minutes, it's a new sub.
That's a good way to get exhausted. That was a tough way to go, I'm sure.
Yeah, man. It was fun. It got towards the end of the game where we was just like, we all looked, and like the time was just running out. We were down by 20, and we was just like, we did everything we could, like, and we in Miami, so it was like we ended off in like a beautiful city, and everybody last year's people going professional, people starting their life, and we just like, this was a great way to end it with the people that we came in with.
And then you come here. This is a really unique situation. You got 14 new players, a lot of people that had a lot of success in the past. You're finding your journey this year up to this point, as of we're doing this interview on January 12th, had been a real roller coaster. You had games you weren't playing at all. You had games you were getting in for some set of minutes. But recently you've gotten yourself into the starting lineup. What did it feel like when when Coach told you, hey, you're going to start today?
I've never been a one to really try to get too down on myself. I always still give myself a reality check. Like, if I'm not playing or I'm not starting, I don't put anything on the coaches. So it's most definitely something that I'm doing, and I just kept working. Honestly, I got here by having a mentality that nobody's gonna outwork me, and I'm keeping the same mentality, and I'm just reaping from my benefits right now.
You've had some dunks these past few games that have been pretty sensational.
No, it's not just me. It's Talar finding me, putting it right. Like, I told him last game against Pacific, Coach Billy, he drew up a play, and Ty threw the lob perfectly to where the dude could not block it. Like, I watched his hand go right over the ball, and I was like, bro, you timed that perfectly. He was just like, yeah, I seen him. Like, we just started talking about basketball. I was like, all right, we talking about too much. We still got to get back on defense.
If you look at, there is a college basketball dunk contest that happens at the end of every season. Do you believe, if you're given the opportunity, that you will win that contest?
Yes.
There's some dunks in the bag.
Yes.
Do you have what is the most impressive dunk you feel you've landed in your lifetime?
Oh man, I honestly, I can say a honey dip is a hard thing to do when you stick your arm in the rim, but doing that on a consistent basis like that is tough to do. It hurt.
But you can do that. That's the Vince Carter dunk where he puts the whole elbow.
Y'all gonna see it this season.
You're gonna do it in game.
I'm doing it in game.
You're gonna get in game. You're gonna get the elbow in the net.
I'm most definitely gonna do it in game.
All right, so we are gonna see that happen this year. I think if that happens, even if not, if you look at the highlight reel of dunks. If people aren't watching, and they should be, but if they're for some reason not watching WCC basketball, there's 8 names. Your name deserves to be in that contest at the end of the year.
Most definitely.
There's absolutely zero doubt. And if it does happen, you're coming home and you're taking a trophy home.
I'll be there, and I'm most definitely bringing that belt back to San Diego.